Right, I've got to film a quick update video on this Ford Focus heated front screen. This is part 2. If you've not seen part 1 yet, in the top right hand corner you'll see what I tried to do to fix it. I'm just going to grab my tripod, I'm going to show you what I've done, and let's see if this is fixed. It's Sunday morning, it's like, I don't know, 20 past 8. Everything's solid as you can see, so the car's iced up. I've done something to this car that, honestly, you won't believe when you see it, if it works, that is. And I'm pretty sure, pretty confident I've fixed this heated front screen. You can see how iced up it is this morning, and can't get this off, and you'd have to kind of get your de-icer and your scraper and everything out. So what I'm going to put up on screen now is some of the pictures I took when I was actually having another mess about with this. I've actually had all these wiper arms off and it's cowling underneath, and checked the 2 ribbons that go from the actual windscreen under the bonnet, cleaned all the connectors, checked all that, put it all back together, and in the last video, if you watched that, I changed the fuses as well, tried all that. It didn't work. Now I found something inside the car that wasn't quite connected up properly. I'm going to show you what it is in just a second. But if you haven't seen the first video, the link is in the description as well. But I'm going to just show you something inside here in a minute. But first I just want to try this while it's still really icy. I just want to try it and show you that it's working, because I've not actually fully tested it while it's been icy yet. Right, so let's jump in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just film this, turn all these fans off like I did the first time. I'm just going to press the button and let's see what happens. Right, so I've started this up, I've turned all these fans off, all this stuff's turned off. You can see it's solid ice, so I'm going to press this and I'm going to show you it clear, hopefully. It might take a few minutes, so I might put a bit of this on time lapse, and then in a second just stay with the video, because I'm going to show you the most ridiculous thing I've found and where the problem was. It's nothing to do with under the bonnet either, so let's sit here and watch this clear just a second, and hopefully it'll clear. I'll come back to you in a minute. You can hear the difference, can't you, when it's working and not working? Listen. What tends to happen with the left hand side, this is the side that worked before, is it starts to clear. You can see there how this line's forming down here, and it clears from the sort of outside of the windscreen to the inside, and you can see there it's starting to clear, and there's just a little bit of a sign of life here, which I haven't had for, well, all winter at this side. So you can see here how this is starting to clear. The left hand side, the passenger side in this car, is starting to clear, and look at this, the right hand side, it's coming alive. You see how it's going across and the whole thing's starting to clear? This is exactly how it should work. This is great. This means it's definitely fixed, but you won't believe what it is in a second, so just bear with me, because I just want to wait a few more seconds just to show you that this works right. Look at the line down the middle, that's where the little lines don't run through the windscreen. You can see virtually that's clear, isn't it? So look at that, and now that is 100% working properly. Now I'm going to show you exactly what it was and how to fix it. So as I've said in the other video, I took all this car apart, showed you some pictures, changed the fuses, had a look at the ribbons and all the things that you can kind of find on YouTube and on the internet. And just by chance I got a cloth out the other day, and I thought I'll just clean the windscreen. For some reason this always fogs up quite a lot in this car, and as I was cleaning it I noticed these up here. There's 2 connectors here, and me not being very car savvy, I thought these were to do with the rear view mirror, but as I was cleaning the screen I noticed that this one wasn't connected properly. You could kind of move it up and down. Now if I've got some photos on my phone, I'll put them on screen now. Basically inside here there's a spade connector that slides down inside the plastic, and this plastic has to push up far enough to make a good connection. So what I noticed was that you could take this off and you could slide it back on, and it kind of felt like it was connecting right and going up and just pushing on. But when I took it apart, the spade connector had pushed right the way to the back of this plastic here, and it wasn't actually getting a good connection. Now I think sometimes, depending on where it has kind of been left, it maybe worked a little bit and the screen worked a little bit, but I took it off the other day and it was kind of just about touching. So I've made the spade connector off again, put the wire around. It's quite a simple thing to do, and basically I could see a little spark, so I knew it was all going to connect up right. And the little wires that run through the windscreen must connect up to this part here, and actually into this here, make up like an electrical loop, if that's what you call it. I don't have the technical expertise to tell you what that means, but that's all I've done, and this is working. So if you've got a Focus or any Ford car, or probably any car that's got this type of connector on the top, I think it needs to have this connector on the top to make this screen work. So just have a look. Now, it's really funny, but when we bought this car, I did actually test drive a few other cars, and there's a big black plastic like triangular piece here, almost seemed to come from here to here, and it was a very similar car to this, and we didn't buy it because when we were test driving it, there was such a big black plastic chunk here. It kind of annoyed us, but I wonder if Ford have actually adapted this design so that you can't accidentally knock these or even get to them to fix them, so you wouldn't know they were there, and you certainly wouldn't know they were anything to do with this this screen. But that's what I've done. I wanted to do this quick follow-up video, and I say it's like 8:30 on a Sunday morning. I haven't even really had a cup of tea yet, because I had to get outside while it was still icy to film this video for you. So the first video, as I've said, is the link in the description, but just because I've done this, if it's helped me fix your car, please leave me a comment in the comment section. Hit the subscribe and like button as well. It'll only take a second. And this is great, because I've now got my, I think it's called a quick clear windscreen working again. So in the last video, if you haven't seen it, I show you the fuses, because there's 2 fuses on this car. One's for each side of the screen, and I've showed you some pictures on the actual video earlier where it shows you the actual ribbons, which most people think are the fault. Apparently the wiper arm can knock the ribbons off. In this style of car, in the newer ones, it doesn't look like that's ever going to be possible, to be honest with you. But hopefully I've shown you those photographs. And in the description will be a few other links as well to the best sort of answers I've found to fix other ones of these on forums and things like that. So please hit the like and subscribe button. I finally fixed this screen on this Ford Focus. This is a 2017 plate, for anybody who's wondering. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out some of my other videos. See you in the next one.